India is celebrated worldwide as the largest democracy on earth. But beyond the ballot box, is it truly representative? As we look at the great visionaries who fought for equality and social justice, we have to ask a difficult question. Have their dreams of true representation been realized? Or is our country still just a half democracy? Let us dive into the data to find out. Let us begin by looking at Andhra Pradesh. In the 2024 Legislative Assembly, a stark contrast emerges. The Retd and Kamma communities, making up just 8% of the population, hold over 35% of the seats, giving them representation more than 4 times their population share. Meanwhile, backward classes, who constitute 52% of the population, hold less than 23%. And as the historical data shows, this massive disparity has been deeply entrenched over the last 16 elections. The chart clearly illustrates the reality of caste domination in Andhra Pradesh. While marginalized groups like BCs and Muslims have massive population shares, their legislative representation is severely suppressed. Conversely, communities like the Reddis and Kammas, despite having much smaller populations, hold a disproportionately high number of seats, effectively dominating the assembly for the decades together. Diving deeper into the backward classes issue, in Andhra Pradesh, the inequality becomes even more shocking. Only 10 BC communities, representing 25% of the state population, have managed to secure limited representation. Tragically, 124 BC communities, making up 26% of the population, have never even had a single voice in the Legislative Assembly. Not even one MLA since independence in AP Assembly from 124 BC communities. Now let us turn our attention to the 2023 Legislative Assembly in Telangana. Here, the concentration of power is staggering. The Velama, Reddy, and Kamma communities combined make up roughly 5% of the population. Yet, they control over 50% of the assembly seats. In contrast, the BC communities, representing 56% of the population, hold a mere 16% of the seats. This visual breakdown for Telangana reinforces this harsh reality. The Reddy community alone, at just 4% of the population, holds 43 seats. Meanwhile, backward class Muslims have zero representation. Looking at the last 16 elections, the sheer volume of MLAs from dominant castes vastly outnumbers the representatives of the much larger BC and marginalized populations. Just like in Andhra Pradesh, the micro-level data for Telangana BC communities paints a picture of severe marginalization. In the state's history, only 15 BC communities have ever been represented. That leaves an astonishing 155 BC communities, nearly a quarter of the entire population, completely shut out of the state's legislative history. This is not just a regional issue. It is a national crisis of representation. Across India, women make up 48% of the population, but hold only 14% of the legislative seats. Other backward classes face a massive representation deficit of up to 35%, and Muslim representation sits at a mere 2%. Our legislatures simply don't look like the diverse social fabric they govern. In conclusion, while India successfully ensures the right to vote through regular elections, our journey toward a truly representative democracy is only half complete. Systemic power concentration continues to leave women, OBCs, Muslims, and many SC, ST communities severely underrepresented. To realize the dreams of our founding visionaries, we must actively work to deepen our democracy. We must continue to educate, organize, and agitate until our government truly represents all of its people.
ఎటెళ్ళుతున్నవో స్వతంత్ర దేశమా, కులాల కంపు మోస్తున్న తెలుగు నేలమ్మా, ఎడారి దారినే సాగే బడుగు వర్గమా, కులం కుర్చీలాటల కులాంధ్ర దేశమా. 5-6% అందరి నడిచేస్తే వాళ్ళ కుర్చీకున్న దుమ్ము దులిపి నౌకరు మనమైతే ఎట్ల వచ్చునో సామాన్యుల రాజ్యం, ఎప్పుడగుపిస్తుందో ప్రజాస్వామిక రాజ్యం. ఏ ఒకరి సొత్తురా పాలన అధికారం, మన జెండాతో నిలబడి నువ్వు చేయి ధిక్కారం. ఎటెళ్ళుతున్నవో స్వతంత్ర దేశమా, కులాల కంపు మోస్తున్న తెలుగు నేలమ్మా, ఎడారి దారినే సాగే బడుగు వర్గమా, కులం కుర్చీలాటల కులాంధ్ర దేశమా.
Thank you. Jai Hind.